tell Ron that this is the game and he not really getting murdered because the way he was on that tree hooting and hollering was so dramatic. Welcome to my channel. We're here. We break down reality TV shows with laughter and reenactments, all while giving it to you straight with no chaser. Because we don't just watch TV around here, we get into the things of the things. So sit back and relax. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hey y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another video. We are back to review Traitors USA Season 4, Episode 3. And baby, I keep feeling like these episodes have so much stuff jam-packed into it. And we got some things to get into because we have discovered who the secret traitor is. And baby, I knew it. But before we go ahead and get into the things of the things, if this is your first time here, sit back, relax, watch the video through. And if you like what you see, you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, you keep coming back, you obviously like it here. I want you here, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you're one of my lovely members or subscribers, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Thanks for rocking with me with the Traitors because it seemed like people not watching it for me for real, okay? But I'm so into it and I enjoy it so much. I'm going to keep reviewing it for y'all. So we already know that they have pulled off the murder in plain sight, right? The only thing is we don't know who they murdered. We don't know and Candace don't know. So now we need to get down to the bottom of it. So it's the next day and it's time to see who is gone. Everybody's coming down to breakfast. So Colton is talking to Jam and Caroline, right? And he's telling them like, I've heard Donna name so many times, but I just didn't follow my plan. He feels like he got duped, okay? At this point, they are thinking that Ron is a traitor because he was the one who made them change their mind. And Colton is like, I also told Michael that it was between him and Donna, and he still chose Portia. I'm at the point where I'm like, Colton, I mean, given the evidence that was presented, I probably would have chose Portia too. I'm not going to hold you, okay? But I do understand the fact that they all had this conversation. They all said they was going to choose Donna. So, of course, we're going to be looking at the people who switching up because why are you really switching up? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So they are like, Michael was the distraction. They feel like Michael was the one who shifted everything. I'm like, actually, it was definitely Ron. Jam just said that he needs to get Michael out. And you know what? I second that. Because I saw Portia's interview and she was talking about how Michael was going on and on for hours. At some point, it just got so uncomfortable that she was like, yeah, maybe it is my time to go. And I'm like, I just know that he's exhausting. From what we saw, it was exhausting. So I know what they had to experience was just as exhausting as what we saw. Now, Candace shows up for breakfast and she said that she was worried all night because Ron C was on to them. He knew that they were doing a murder in plain sight. And Candace was like, bitch, you know what we doing? You telling me what I'm doing right now? Like she was so shocked. Like this man really just came up to me and said, I think the traitors are doing a murder in plain sight. And I'm the traitor. I'm the traitor doing the murder. So she's just hoping that they made the right choice at this point because it would be great to get Rob C out considering the fact that he's on to us, you know? So Candace brought up how she was shocked at how Ron flipped everything, and Dorinda said yeah, she didn't think everyone would buy into it, especially because he didn't let anyone in on it. So Candace is telling them how she feels like, Ron flipped everything, and Dorinda was like, yeah, but the thing is, I didn't think everybody was going to feed into it, especially because he didn't let anybody know about the evidence that he had. And I'm still stuck on the fact that majority of them went off of what Ron said versus what they actually heard come out of Michael's mouth. That's crazy to me. That right there alone is crazy to me because Michael definitely said we murdered Ian. Right. And then Mama Kelce jumped in like, well, he did bring a few people in on it. He let me know about it when we was in the car, but like nobody else was around. She's trying to fit in so she doesn't stand out like the sore thumb that she has been standing out as this whole time. And then she just came out of nowhere and said something that I felt was very suspicious. She was like, and I'm not a threat. I mean, I guess considering the fact that she almost went home because she was almost about to be tied with Portia, it makes sense to say it. But I feel like, girl, you done brought all the attention right back to you because right now we trying to figure out what's going on with Ron. And is he a traitor and do we need to get him out? You know what I mean? So Tiffany comes in for breakfast looking good. The white shirt, the hair up, Homegirl looks good, okay? Then Michael came in. Jam Jam was like, Michael's still here. Surprise. I said, ooh, they hate each other. They hate each other. But I feel like Jam Jam at this point, get him out of here. Get him out of here. If he is not the secret traitor, there's no reason for him to still be here at this point. Like, all evidence at this point points to Michael. If you ask me, just from the outside looking in, it's pointing to Michael. If I didn't know who the 3 traitors was, and we found out who the secret traitor was, I was still rooting for Michael because it seems so obvious to me. I don't know why. But here's the thing. Tiffany's whispering to Michael that Jam Jam basically tried to force her to vote for him. Like, oh, Jam Jam was telling me that we was going to vote for you, right? And she felt like if she didn't vote for him, that he was going to kill her because she feels like he's a traitor. And I said, Tiffany, you playing a good game because Tiffany in her mind believes that Michael is a traitor. And so for her, she feels like getting close to him will keep her safe. Girl, you voted for that man because you think he's the traitor, point blank, period. That's it, okay? Now, Michael is 100% sold on Jam Jam being a traitor, and I don't understand why. Because him wanting to save himself by, sitting on the throne with the token has nothing to do with him being a traitor. Michael, you're just getting on my nerve. It's like you want to pick a problem for what? For what? Nothing Jam Jam has done should make anyone suspicious. But for you, it's because he wanted to secure safety. If that's the case, why are you not mad at Colton? Colton also secured his safety. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm right. So now basically everyone is at breakfast and everyone's trying to figure out who's missing. When the last group walk in and they realize that Rob C is gone, baby, I said, they made the right choice. They made the right choice because I know Candace was inside like, yes, they got him out. He was on to us. We was about to get caught, especially Candace because she started that conga line. Now, come to find out, remember I said the conga line, why would you do that? Why would you do that? So apparently they had been discussing doing a conga line all day. So it wasn't as noticeable as it was when it actually happened. So I guess sometimes you got to pre-plan some stuff so when you need to put the plan in motion, it makes sense because at the time, I couldn't understand how that made sense at all, right? So they picked Rob C because Rob from Love Island realized that the longer he stayed in the game, the more that they were at risk. And I'm glad that he figured that out without even talking to him because he didn't even know that Rob C was on to them and he still picked that up. You know what, Rob? I'm not mad at you at all. I like Rob. I like looking at Rob. I like the way he's playing his game, but I feel like he's playing too good of a game that they might just catch on to him sooner or later. And I'm hoping it's a lot later. I really am because I appreciate him as a traitor. So Rob C, when he found out that he was being murdered from the castle, he looked so disappointed. But when he realized that he had got murdered in plain sight, he was like, I knew it. And I was like, I know he knows it's Candace now. I know he knows it's Candace now. Now Candace is like, oh, we're going to give a speech and we're going to say bye to him. He was a really good guy. Girl, you were shaking in your boots hoping that they had got that man out. You are screaming with joy on the inside. But I'll let you have it for now. I'll let you have it for now, okay? Now, Michael wants to bring up the shield situation again. Again. Talking about, I didn't realize a traitor could have a shield. What are you talking about, Michael? What do you mean you didn't realize a traitor could have a shield? Jam Jam was like, don't start, because why are you bringing this up again? I mean, questions that he answers, because why are we bringing this up again? Michael was like, because I got a lot of questions, and I'm going to keep asking a lot of questions. And then Michael just started yelling about how he don't play games, and they like, you're playing a game right now. You sound ridiculous. Then he starts talking about how he's full of doo-doo, traitor doo-doo. And I'm sitting here like, oh my God, this man is exhausting. I don't know how y'all are keeping him in this castle just because. I don't care if he was a traitor, a secret traitor, or faithful. I will want him out the house just for peace because he brings none of it. He's exhausting. He keeps bringing up the same thing over and over. How many episodes are we going to talk about this one challenge with one shield? There were 2 other people on the thrones. Why are you not looking at them crazy? Ridiculous. Then he's in a confessional talking about how he from New York and he had to learn how to trash talk or fight. Well, you obviously can't fight because your mouth keep running and running and running and running and running. And the way he holding that glass, you could tell that he done worked himself up because he's shaking. He holding it with 2 hands so you can't notice that he's shaking for life because he over there starting bullshit and he know that somebody about to call him out on it. Like, go away from me with this today, Michael, please. So Alan comes in and he tells them that Rob C was burned right in front of their eyes and nobody picked up on it. I'm like, y'all not listening hard enough for me. Y'all want to sit here and bicker and everything. Y'all not listening hard enough for me. A murder happened in plain sight. And you know what? Lisa is happy that nobody realized it at all. And I know that Rob C mentioned it to at least 2 people. And if they would have picked up on it, then maybe they could be hit the game. But instead, everybody's just still like, oh, Rob C's gone. Rob C's gone. So then Alan tells them that they will be having another roundtable because since they have banished another faithful, it is time to get revenge. And hopefully they can find a traitor. And I said, oh, we doing a roundtable right now? We just got finished a roundtable last night, but we're doing another one right now before the mission. And you know what? I'm here for that. Now, Ron decides that he wants to stay low key. Oh, don't get quiet now, Ron. You was at the table leading the charge yesterday. Don't get quiet now. Oh, because all eyes on you. Now you want to sit there. I'm just going to lay low. I'm just going to be quiet. Okay, so Tiffany and Michael find this secret room in the bar room and they go in there and they start talking. And she's talking to Michael because she thinks he's a traitor. If he's a traitor, I stay close to him. He keeps me safe and then we can banish him eventually. You know what I mean? So she's telling him that he needs to chill. And I'm like, somebody had to say it. Somebody had to say it. And he's like, well, I'm hunting traitors. And that's what I have to do. And she's like, you can do all of that, but you still need to chill because you're making yourself look like you're the traitor. Duh, dummy, shut up. Shut up. Now, Colton has decided that he is going for Donna. And if Donna is a traitor, then that means that Ron is up next. Because the way them two have been working so closely together, and the simple fact that Ron was basically shifting the attention off of Donna onto Portia, yeah, they onto him. Now, listening to everybody talks, it seemed like everybody's leaning towards Donna, okay? And she's feeling it because when she walked into the room, everybody got quiet. She's like, I heard y'all. And then she tried to take the heat off of her by saying that Michael made such a big deal about the shield that it almost seemed suspicious. I said that does seem suspicious. It's like, sir, why are you doing all of that? And then Rob C voted for Michael, and so now he's murdered. And I said, let me think like a faithful. That seems suspicious because it seems like you planned this out to play out the way it played out so that you can blame it on Michael. Yeah, because you had the game plan all down pat. Like you wanted it to be Rob C because he voted for Michael, which makes me believe that on that short list, when you was putting the people on the short list, it sounds like you was thinking, how can I set this up if one of these people was to get murdered? I'm on to you, Donna, and I have been from episode 1. So now it's time to get to the round table, right? So Alan comes in and he says, okay, faithfuls, are you ready to get your revenge on the traitors? So now it's time to get into the things, right? Candace said right out the back that she think Ron came in and flipped everything, and it worked because at one point everybody was on the same page until he started talking. So then Ron was like, well, I wasn't let in on who y'all thought was the traitor. Y'all obviously don't trust me enough because all I did was tell y'all what I had proof of and what I heard. That was it. And then Rob was like, yeah, but nobody else heard that until you brought it up at the table. So now Ron's like, well, y'all left me out and y'all didn't respect my ability to talk and my ability to change minds until I did. And that doesn't mean that I'm a traitor. And I'm like, well, y'all definitely did sleep on him because y'all still took what he said over what y'all heard Michael say. So the ability to change minds is definitely real. Definitely. So now Colton's like, okay, let's get on to Donna because that's what we really need to put the heat at. So he wants to give Donna a chance to defend herself. All Donna has to say is that she's really been trying and she's been talking to people today. Yeah, because you got called out on it yesterday and it almost cost you your game because you almost went home. Candace is like, it just seemed like you would be a good traitor. Like everything about you just says traitor. And I said that. But my reason why I said they picked her is because of ratings. They wanted to keep her around for the Swifties, to keep the people watching. And then the way that they can keep her in this social game because she has no experience really is to make her a secret traitor and give her some power. That's what I said. That was my reasoning. But they just feel like, oh, she's like the perfect, I'm America's mom. I'm so sweet. I love you guys. I'm a fan type of situation. And that's going to make them not want to vote for her. And on top of that, half of them will keep saying, oh, the Swifties are going to get us. The Swifties are going to get us. Like, yeah, you will make the perfect traitor. So Jam jumps in and he's like, I don't think you're doing a good job defending yourself at all, Donna. So then Donna was like, well, think about this. Who's pushing my name the most? And Colton was like, it's me. I'm pushing it. I said, yeah, Donna, this is not the game for you, sis, because you thought that that was going to make that person a target. Absolutely not, especially when everybody already feels like you're the traitor. Okay, if you want to flip it on the person who's pushing your name the most, it's not gonna look good because I'm pretty sure they all discussed it that they think that is you. So Tiffany was like, well, Donna, who do you suspect then? And she said, well, I think it's Michael. I think he's pulling the wool over everybody's eyes and acting like he doesn't really know the rules of the games when he definitely know the rules of the game. He's a good actor and he's playing the part. I said, I don't know what freaking part he is playing, but I need it to be the part where he is banished from the castle. That's the part that I need, okay? But Jam Jam likes that because we know that Jam Jam thinks that Michael is the traitor and he wants him out just as bad as I do, right? So he's like, well, explain why you think he's the traitor. And Michael just started yelling how he's a faithful. I'm a faithful. I'm the faithfulest faithful. I'm the best looking faithful. I'm the dopest faithful. And you will make a mistake to vote the best looking faithful out the house. Michael, shut the hell up. Shut up, just yelling and screaming and hooting and hollering and doing the most. Like, you are exhausting. Oh. So then Jam Jam was like, yeah, but Michael, you never made it clear as who you think is the traitor. And Michael said, I'm pretty clear at this point that you are the traitor. And I said, well, damn, Jam Jam, now target's on your back because he just shifted it to you. And Jam Jam was like, I'm not a traitor. Point blank, period. And that's what I've been listening for Donna to say the whole time. And now one time has she said she's not a traitor, because even when Portia got banished, the first thing Portia said was, let me start off by saying this, I'm not a traitor. Even Michael, when he starts his, sentences, I'm not a traitor. Donna has yet to say, I'm not a traitor. The thing is, people are starting to feel like Michael is going after people who's coming after him, which is why he puts a target on Jam Jam's back, because the reason he has really doesn't make any sense at all. Then Michael just starts singing, if you're a traitor and you know it, clap your hands. If you're a traitor and you know it, clap your hands. And I almost clapped. I almost would have got caught if I was at that round table, because a part of me would have just been like, but I have a 2-year-old, so I'm used to just responding. Child, it is time for a vote, okay? Now, everybody pretty much voted for Donna except for Michael, okay? Even Ron voted for Donna. I said, well, damn, Ron got his act right together real quick. He said, I will not be another target, okay? I'm voting with everybody else, point blank, period. I said, I know that had to hurt him because we know he loved him some Donna. We know he loved him some Donna. So then Donna gets up there, and when she told us that she was the traitor, baby, I said, I knew it. I knew it from the very beginning. The logic has always made sense to me why they picked her as a traitor. And if anyone else could not have figured it out, then you just dumb. You just dumb. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. But here's my question. I think that she was supposed to stay in this game a lot longer than they expected. I don't think they expected her to get voted out this fast, because she was supposed to meet the other traitors, right? So does this change the way that the game is about to play out? Because I feel like she had some more twists and turns that we were supposed to experience during this season. I don't know, but they did a bad job. They definitely should have made Donna a regular traitor and picked someone else to be a secret traitor, because Donna not having anyone to support her or back her up definitely put a target on her back. Definitely put a target on her back. So then when Donna tells us her game plan about how she wanted to come in and be, America's mom and this, that, and the other, it's this nice, sweet lady, and then you be a murderer at night, I was like, yeah. And that's why you got caught. You tried too hard to be so nice and innocent, like you didn't know what was going on, and it made you stand out, because at the end of the day, you have to play the game, and you were not playing the game. So now that they know who the secret traitor is, Lisa is like, whew, at least it's just 3 of us now. And Rob wishes that he knew Donna was a secret traitor because he wanted to protect her. He felt like they would have worked good together, and he said that he liked her. He liked her a lot. He wondered who she's dating. Rob, please, who are you fooling, boy? So then Alan comes in and he tells them that it is time for a mission. But for this mission, they will have to pick someone that they trust with their lives, okay? And because it's an odd number of them, you might want to make sure that you are partnered up with somebody, very much somebody. So now everybody's just super excited. They got a traitor out. Everybody's on a high. And they like, we could have did this yesterday. Instead, we got Portia out. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, Ron. Yeah, Ron, I took it personal because you got my girl Portia out when we could have had Donna out yesterday. Mm, 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 mm. But better late than never. And Colton is feeling himself. He feels like he's the man right now. Like he led the charge. He got the traitor out. Everyone should listen to me. And I'm like, if I didn't know who the secret traitor was now, I would be looking at you. I would be looking at you. Now, everybody is starting to partner up, right? And Rob is just sitting there all sad because he doesn't have a partner. Nobody trusts him. And so Michael was like, well, would you want to switch with like, me? Because like, I feel bad. And he's like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. And I'm like, so you giving up? You giving up? You just going to play a pity party? Is this part of your game plan? Like, sir, you dumb as hell. I would have took the partner so fast, quick, fast, and in a hurry because I'm not about to pretend like I don't want safety. No, I'm not. Just because I feel like I'm a target. Absolutely no. So on the ride to the mission, Tiffany's like, I don't know why Lisa and Dorinda chose to like team up. She's like, because if I need to trust my life with somebody, one, I think Michael's a traitor, so that makes sense to trust my life with him. And two, if we have to do a mission, I need a big, strong man. Because why is Dorinda and Lisa partnering up? And I said, child, Dorinda don't need to be in this game. I'm sorry. I know we supposed to have like, oh, we're so happy she's back. We're so happy she finally gets the chance. Baby, she don't need to be in this game. She not built for it. Not at all. So now we are at the mission and it's time to get some money. So here's how the mission goes. Everyone's partnered up. One person's in a cage. Another person has to look for skulls inside the swamp water. They have to get 10 of them and then stack them on top of each other without them falling, and they are timed. So they have to get this done really, really fast. So Candace and Tara are paired up. Dorinda and Lisa, Michael and Tiffany, Natalie and Monette, Caroline and Colton, Eric and Johnny, Jam Jam and Steve. Everyone's partnered up, right? So they have to decide who's going to be in the cages and who's going to be free. Alton lets them know that whoever's in them cage, if they don't finish this mission in time, is up for murder. That means that Ron is automatically up for murder because he doesn't have a partner, all right? And of course, I've been up for murder every night since I've been here. We know. Play a better game. That's all I got for you. That's it, okay? So now everybody's in their cages and the game has begun. Tara told us that she really wanted to pair with Johnny, but she's laying low, okay? She don't want them to know that them two are working good together. But here's the thing, Tara. I'm sure you are very much glad that you didn't trust Johnny. I'm sure you were glad that you and Johnny are laying low because Johnny did not find 10 skulls until the very end of the game. He was struggling so bad to find these 10 skulls. The way I would be pissed at him, I would be so pissed at him. Rob finished first, and Colton was so close at first, okay? He was literally had like one more, and then it fell. And he's like, I just got shaky hands. I didn't know I had shaky hands. Child, the way I was sitting there like, why you stacking it like that? I think Monet was stacking hers like right on top of each other, not alternating them or nothing. And I'm like, no, it's gonna fall, it's gonna fall. But it didn't, okay? So when the game is over, child, Johnny's still coming back with these skulls. So I got him. Game over, sir. Game over. At this point, you didn't even have to do anything. You wasted everybody's time. Everybody's time. So now we find out that Caroline, Eric, Kristen, Lisa, and Ron are up for murder tonight, okay? And now they have to stay in the woods, tied to a tree until they get murdered. But here's the thing, they will be murdered face to face tonight. And they are not coming back to the castle. So say your goodbyes now because this will be the last time you will see one of them. So on the car ride back, Colton is like, I think that is really weird that Tiffany wanted to pair with Michael. I think that's very suspicious, especially because Alan said pick someone that you trust with your life. So like, why did Tiffany pick Michael? Why does she trust him with her life? So now he feels like Tiffany is being very, very much suspicious. So Colton asked Tiffany when they got back to the mansion, is she still on Michael? And she said, I'm still on to Michael, but I'm more on to Ron. And right now, he is my priority. Now Morris said, yeah, because it seems like he's trying to get a pity party. And I said, exactly. Like just moping around, walking around all sad, feel bad for me, feel bad for me, feel bad for me. No, you got my girl Portia up out of here. I do not feel bad for you. I already told you you are on my list with Michael. Okay? Point blank, period. And Tiffany feels like that's his strategy, a sympathy play. So they think that he's a traitor for sure. And then as they keep talking, they are realizing that a lot of the gamers are being taken out of the game. And we know that usually the gamers are traitors. So they trying to figure out who could be a traitor. But that makes them think that maybe it could be Jam Jam. Because if the gamers are getting eliminated, then that means that maybe, just maybe, a gamer will be getting them out. So it doesn't seem like a gamer is a traitor. So they decide that they're going to probably go after Jam Jam, after Ron. And I'm like, no, it should definitely be Michael, Ron, Jam Jam. Or either Ron, Michael, Jam Jam. You know what I mean? But I don't even understand why they got to Jam Jam. I mean, I get it. But I wouldn't be in no rush to get Jam Jam out. Me personally. I like Jam Jam. Maybe it's me being biased. Maybe that's what it is, okay? But this makes Colton more suspicious of Tiffany because he feels like she's pulling all the strings and she's calling all the plays. And I'm like, because you want it to be you. It's not because she's doing it. It's because you want it to be you. The way you just, sat on your pedestal because you felt like you led the charge to get Donna out. And now that you see that Tiffany also has some pull in this situation, now you suspicious of her. It's giving intimidated. It's giving intimidated. That's all I'm saying, okay? But it is now time for a face-to-face murder. So when Candace and Rob got into the secret chamber and they took off them robes, oh my God, the way I was cracking up, Rob was like, girl. She was like, girl. They feeling themselves. So far, they haven't been, no one's onto them. They've done a murder in plain sight. Like, they feeling good. And they got rid of another traitor. So at this point, they on a high. Lisa comes in and she's late because she's supposed to be tied to a tree, right? That's what she's supposed to be. So as they are discussing who they're going to murder, Candace was like, I'm so glad that y'all got Rob C out of here because he knew that we was doing a murder in plain sight. And I felt like he was on to us. So y'all made the right decision. So now it's time to get down to who they want to murder. They feel like right now could be a good thing to murder Caroline because they haven't got rid of any housewives yet. And people know that the housewives like to stick together. So by murdering one, it will take some of the heat off the housewives. But if you ask me, I think they should get rid of Eric. They don't think that Eric is really much of a threat, but I feel like he's a silent player that if he sticks around long enough, he's going to strike when the iron is hot and no one's going to see him coming. No one. Because even when they walked up on him on that tree and he said that he got a special set of skills that he think could be useful, yeah, he's going to get on to y'all. Don't sleep on him because he's quiet. Don't do it at all, okay? Now, Kristen, on the other hand, she's tied to the tree and she said, listen, I ain't begging for nobody for nothing. I never have and I never will. Y'all already made up y'all mind before y'all got here. So if you're going to take me out, then you're going to take me out. It is what it is, but it makes no sense to take me out. Point blank, period. So now they get over to Ron, and Ron really think that he in a murder scene. Ron like, you better kill me now. If you don't kill me now, you will regret it. I promise you, you will regret it. Show me your faces. And I said, I love it. I am here for all the dramatic, theatrical moments of it all, because that's what makes traitors traitors, right? The theatrics of it all, the suspense, the murders, all of that. So I was here for it. It definitely gave entertainment. Very, very, very much so. Y'all, I am enjoying the Traitors, and I am so excited for the next couple of episodes. It's 2 episodes that I think drop tomorrow, so we definitely are going to jump into those episodes. So I cannot wait to get back here and talk to y'all about it. I hope you guys really enjoyed this review. Do not forget to like the video, hype the video up, subscribe to the channel, and get in the comments and let me know what you think about everything that has happened so far. And with all that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.